Hi everyone, it's James from GEMS. Today we are going to be learning all about the user management tab on our GEMS account and how it makes operations and account management easy. But before we begin, make sure that you're logged into your GEMS account. All right, let's begin. Let's first get a brief overview of user management and what types of tasks can be handled in this part of our GEMS account. Let's first learn where we can find user management in our account when we log in. The first thing to note is that user management is found on the left navigation of our GEMS account immediately when we log in. We can begin using all of the functionalities of user management by clicking on the tab. On a high level, the user management section of GEMS handles the administration and control of user accounts within the system. This includes tasks such as creating, deleting, and managing user accounts, assigning roles and permissions, resetting passwords, and monitoring user activity. This means, in the context of a school building, that you could be using user management if you're adding or removing teachers, students, parents from rosters, editing profile information such as pictures, preferred names, grades taught, subjects, linking teachers to the classrooms they teach and the students within those classes, viewing teachers and student schedules across the school day, and finally, the ability to quickly reference profile information such as student IDs, parent listings, and emails of school personnel. Now, let's see some of the functionalities in action. As I said before, make sure you're logged into your GEMS account and let's begin. Once you logged in per usual, you will land right at the Dashboards tab by default. Click User Management in the left navigation. Now we have arrived at User Management. A couple of things to notice. First, we have three tabs: Teacher, Parents, and Students. As I mentioned before, these are the three types of users we're going to be managing within this section. Below, you'll notice the table gives all the school's users who fit under that category. In this case, your school's teachers. You should use the search bar to find anyone quickly. This is also true for the parents and students tabs because, as you probably noticed, the user list can be quite extensive. On the teacher tab, the data displayed shows the teacher names, their respective emails, school listing. The classrooms they teach are listed as teaching within GEMS, subject and grades information, their particular status at the school and within GEMS. Depending on the size of the screen, the rest of the row to access more buttons may be cut off, as it is on my screen. To do this, scroll to the right to access three dots, allowing you to perform an action on that row. This can also be done on most computers by holding down Shift on your keyboard while you roll the wheel of your mouse or using two fingers on the trackpad. Once scrolled to the right, click any of the three dots of any role, and you'll see three choices to edit, delete, and view that profile information. So remember to scroll to the right if you're unable to access the full row, depending on the size of the screen of the particular computer you're working on. Now, let's click the Parents tab at the top and see what is shown in the table. Here, as you can see, the data is very similar to how the data is laid out in the Teachers tab. We have the names of the family members of students at the school, emails, their children attending our school linked to their account. This allows parents to have access to their child's grades and progress reports generated through the GEMS platform. You can see their children attending to the school. You can see the box around the name as well, indicated by the arrows, meaning that they have an existing profile that has been linked to the parent account. Also, we have, similar to the teacher table, a status column, and you guessed it, an action column when we scroll to the right. Same options as before, we can edit, delete, and view these profiles. Again, this may be easily accessible depending on the computer that you're working on. In other cases, you'll need to scroll to the right as it is on my screen. Going to the final tab, Students, we can see the table including student ID information, the grade of the student, the linked parent profiles, student emails, classrooms that students are enrolled in, an action column if you once again remember, you got to scroll to the right sometimes depending on the device's screen size you're using. Now, let's say we have a new student that has joined our school, which is a common event that happens throughout a given school year. We want to set them up within GEMS, their families, in the appropriate classrooms. It's quite simple. We start by making sure the student tab is highlighted, and only then we click the purple Add User button at the top right-hand corner of the screen. If another tab is highlighted, such as Parent or Teacher, and we click Add User, we will see the form for adding those particular types of profiles. Since here's Student tab, the Students tab is highlighted, we click Add User, and we're going to be taken to the new student form to fill out. Now we are taken to the form, which we can fill out to get the student started. Pay attention to the parent dropdown. This will allow you to link the student's account to a parent account, as I said before. If the parent account is not created, we will need to do that separately through the Parents tab and add a new user. Students in GEMS are only allowed to have avatars assigned to them rather than profile pictures that teachers, parents, and school leaders can use. This is to protect their privacy. Once they've completed it, click Apply, and we now have a new student enrolled in the roster. Notice that they were given a unique student ID number, even though I didn't enter anything in the previous field. So let's recap some of what we learned around user management within our GEMS account. User management is a tab found easily on the left navigation bar of our GEMS account. When using user management, we can add, remove teachers, students, parent profiles, edit profile information, link teachers to classrooms and students, view teacher and student schedules across the school day, quick reference profile information. And please remember that depending on the device or size of the computer screen, you may need to scroll right to see the action column where you edit, delete, and view student individual profiles. Congratulations on successfully taking a deeper look into user management on the GEMS platform. If you have any trouble with anything whatsoever, send an email to help@gems.com, and we're happy to help. Until next time, and have a great day.